Man? Anna. शाम को भी जाती फिर असम की एक भैन सी ना सारा मरी गई सी खून लगने से मरी गई सी उसकी जरीना इतना नहीं आई इंग्लैंड शाजिया नहीं रही असम उसकी लोड़ना था और मैं उसकी दसा ना काउंट डॉक्यूलर कार्टून है ना उस जिन्हें प्रिडिक्ट किया सके उन्हें प्रिडिक्ट किया सके इस तरह करते तो झूठी उन्हें अगवा करवाई नहीं झूठा बहाना बना देता है नहीं झूठा बहाना इतना ही झूठा बहाना बनाए थे इतने बड़े ने कि इसकी पागल खाने पहुंचा दे अस पाउडर करा दे लेकिन वो कुड़ी उन्हें काउंट डॉक्यूलर एपिसोड सा प्रिंसेस अशना NHS प्रिंसेस राना तो वो ना बहाना बनाना में क्या अगवा करने ना था वो NHS वाले अगवा करनी नहीं जानी थी वो आने के बासी था असम भी था असम आना के इसने पैन में अगवा कराई नहीं जरीना अगवा कराई नहीं आपको अगवा करवाई नहीं कोडा च दसने इशारे च दसने सामने तो नहीं हसने फैराडे एवेन्यू सारा डाई एवेन्यू only Sarah Dye Avenue. It's not paranoia. I've been kidnapped since a kid, Mum. The police knows what's going on. Dave just made an excuse for him to come to the house and clear the cocaine from the house. They planted drugs in the house. She's easy as an excuse to get me kidnapped by the NHS. Every time the NHS kidnaps me, they come and they clear the cocaine out of the house. And they've made different kinds of excuses to get me kidnapped or get me arrested. Every time I'm arrested and released, the time in between they take the sniff out of the house or the cocaine out of the house. And he's one of the excuses and she's one of the excuses. Princess Rana. Rana means NHS. Run and Nas means run NHS. So they kidnap me and Simon Cowell and Zaid Iqbal and all them, they take the cocaine out of the house and it goes on the streets. If I'm right in what I'm guessing. So that's that. And that's one excuse. They've got other excuses. They've got hostages in Kashmir in the hundreds of thousands, children born from stolen condoms. But the Pakistan army and the Indian army has gone in there, so they're going to catch them people and do DNA tests on whoever's holding kidnapped children. But what's going on in England? Meantime, in England, they need the sniff, they need the drugs on the streets. So they keep arresting me and they keep smuggling drugs and they keep planting them in my house. And then they keep taking them out of 321 Cheetham Road or 321 anywhere in the world. Because 321 equals Kaaba and Kaaba is a drug mafia. They drug blue and green-eyed people. That's what the Islamic empire is. That's what the Muslims do. And then they breed the blue-eyed and green-eyed drug addicts. They breed them as children and they make them as Kali Ma worshippers. So they grow up worshipping Kali, thinking that their mother and father are the true mother and fathers when they're born from stolen condoms. And the mother's a surrogate, but she's holding the baby hostage with the father being the main. The mumming means the mother's in. Muslims call the mother's mumming, which means mum's in. And mum's in on it and they give birth to the child. The child is held hostage from birth, then he gets married off to an ugly cunt. And that's an Arabic curly-haired freak or toilet cleaning Indian. And they think it's all normal because they was born that way. They was born in a family where they think this is their family. But it's not their family. They've been born from stolen condoms. So we need Interpol, and Assam Salim is just making an excuse to be in the house so he can clear the cocaine out. There he is. He's looking for his sister Sarah Salim, and we've got a house named 19 Faraday Avenue, Sarah Dye Avenue, Faraday Avenue. And Unni means not now, and UN. And they're here to clear the drugs out. So they make excuses for me to be in a mental hospital, whether it's a school fire or whether it's kidnapped sisters or something like that, or kidnapped children. And they put me in a mental hospital and they clear the drugs out of these ceilings. drugs or money, and then there's a wall downstairs which could have drugs in it. These are made walls in a big room. They made these walls when I was in Pakistan. And I phoned and I joked about smuggling drugs. Now, whether they're planting them on me or they actually are doing these things, they would know. I'm just guessing. Well, that's that. And whether they actually are doing these things, I guess they are doing these things because of the house address equals Kaaba 321 Chitme Road. And they've got these hostages born from stolen condoms in Kashmir, cash for the money, because they want cash. They don't want electronic money for kidnappings, because the electronic money disappears. They want money, paper money, so they can clear the money out and they can clear the sniff out, the drugs. So I need Interpol. And let me say what the news has to say, because they closed. They took the news off. The TV is just computer, CGI technology, and the monkeys are making demands, and the computers are saying things yes or no, because it's CGI technology it is, and the monkeys are gambling on. They know the results because they hold hostages. So if they can't get cash, they take the drugs, they take the money from the gambling.
It is actually, and I got on the phone earlier to Giles Watling, who was the Tory MP beforehand.
It is. I mean, the IT is IT and information technology, and the bloating people up like that. That's what they're doing for the drugs. They're holding pensioners hostage. They're holding drug addicts hostage, and
Voters are incredibly savvy these days and perfectly able to vote tactically if they want to. I mean, the temptation to the Tories and all the others will be just don't let him get on with this stunt, basically.
that's the black saying, don't let him go on with the stunt. But the stunt is we're breaking away from the normal. The normal is that the monkeys get the kidnapping money from gambling, predicted results from CGI technology. So if you're gambling, don't gamble, because the gambling is for the blacks. They're the ones that are gambling ransom monies, and the Indians and Thailand and Bangals, and they're the ones that you're overseeing the bookies. You rarely see a white man go and make a bet, but even if he does, he's involved. And it's because they hold hundreds of thousands of children born from condoms in jungles in Kashmir, stolen condoms in Kashmir, that they get away with these crimes, or else everyone would know it's CGI technology. And the TV, instead of going to the church and saying that you've been held hostage, you can tell the TV that you've been held hostage, and the TV will send the police around, and the police will make sure you're not being hostage. But we live in a world where they already have hostages, and they're making demands through the TV, and CGI technology is being used against the law, against the police, where it was made to be helped for the police. So it's supposed to help you. In any house you have a TV, you go to the TV room, instead of going to the priest or going to the Molvi, you go to the TV room and you tell the TV that I'm being held hostage or I'm being abused, and the police come and investigate. But right now what's happening is the monkeys hold hostages already, and they're making demands of the TV to say this and that, and we're all being fooled by CGI technology, and you're betting on games that are already pre-predicted. The results are in the pockets of the monkeys, and they're gambling for money. So I want Interpol.